ambiguity, no. Being great, that's ambiguity, no. Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Laying cement while you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Brother used to hide 100 the hatchback. Partner used to bust a couple.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Outright, caught by Chosen. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Tua now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now Tua going to change the play. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Going up top. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 35 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Tua now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Tua to try again on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now the first run for Devon H.A. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. H.A. on 1st and 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense, because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's free up the right sideline. Mark Andrews off to the races.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, an even 90 yards.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete as well.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the turnover, it's Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 7.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert with his
a second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Jackson looking to throw on third. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Tua. Touchdown! Durham Smythe in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
That's who is going to change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And now they'll shift things around.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He'll hit Mostert again here.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Final minute now of the third quarter. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down for about 95% chance of it.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That defense can't stop you. All right, let's control the clock here. Time to hit the pager, fellas. Run that ball downfield, come on, man.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now Tua going to change the play. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And quickly, they get to the line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.